Hovering a helicopter is a bit like balancing on a beach ball. It takes constant input from the pilot, and for every little adjustment that you make, you have to counter it with another adjustment.
The Erie County Sheriff's Office let us get an up-close look from the air and from the bottom of Zoar Valley of one of their aerial rescue drills this week. It always involves 3 crew members: the pilot, the rescue specialist, who is lowered on a cable, and the system operator, who's operating the hoist from an open door on the chopper. The whole time during the rescue drill, the hoist operator is using this to control a cable to lower the rescue specialist into the gorge.
Empty hooks inside the cabin.
At a certain point, upon approach to the target, the pilot will lose visual of that target, and the systems operator will have to take over what we call conning and have to direct the pilot into that target location.
RS is in position for deployment. SO is ready to hoist.
So the systems operator not only has to focus on operating the hoist itself, but also conning the pilot, directing the pilot, as the pilot no longer has reference to the ground of that target. So it's very challenging.
They can't safely lift more than 300 pounds into the chopper, so it's usually one adult being lowered into the gorge and one victim being hoisted up in a chopper where every sudden shift in weight can affect the flight.
The pilot's kind of doing a dance on the controls of the aircraft. He has to bring it into a hover, and then he will pick out his reference points to be able to maintain that steady hover. Helicopters will invariably move on their own with the wind and with the conditions. So the pilot is constantly making those corrections.
Roger, RS on the way out.
As well as taking the information from the SO, the hoist operator, into his inputs.
This is what they call the confluence. This is South Branch and Cattaraugus.
Raptors down below.
As this drill was being conducted in Zoar Valley, the crew came across tubers floating through the valley.
It's great to see them down here enjoying themselves, but don't come down here late in the afternoon, because when you get down here and it gets dark, it's just like walking into a closet and turning the light off. I mean, it's pitch black, and they get lost down in here.
Captain Kevin Caffery says the water level can rise several feet in a matter of hours after a thunderstorm.
Every year we're down in here, unfortunately, taking bodies out and doing multiple rescues, and we hate to see that.
Captain Caffery has done countless rescue and recovery operations. Air One is the team that police agencies from all around Western New York and even across the border call upon for the trickiest life or death aerial rescues. This week they performed a variety of aerial exercises with help from out-of-town consultants to keep up with the latest best practices. Caffery has been semi-retired for 5 years, but is helping this next generation of lifesavers.
I've been flying for about 33 years, and it's a real honor to be able to help these new guys that are coming in and be able to train them.
Roger, RS on the way out. RS on the way out. RS is at the skid. RS is at the skid.
The guy on the rope is Senior Tactical Flight Officer Sean Young, who grew up in Hamburg, looking up to Air One as a kid.
Oh yeah, I used to watch it over the Bills games over the lake, watching it fly by, and never really thought I'd have the chance to fly it, but it worked out. This helicopter that we have, unfortunately we only have one, but this helicopter saves lives. That's what it does, and we would love to see us be able to be more operational, or operational 24/7, and have weather really be our only contending factor. And this is what myself and our crew have dedicated ourselves to doing, is being ready for that rescue to save the lives or assist anyone, fire, other police agencies, stuff like that. When the real life thing happens, we'll be ready for it.
George Rickard, News 4.